Welcome back to the channel. Look what I got. My very first MRG G-Shock. And it happens to be the very first MRG. Check it out. This is the MRG-1G, released in July 1996. Let me get a little rag here. It was released also with the regular MRG-1, which did not have gold buttons or the gold buckle like this one, or the gold tag here. The first MRG, as you can see, was also titanium. The first G-Shock that was titanium, though, was the Frogman DW8200, released the prior year in June 1995. So, the first G-Shock, the first MRG, this one, again, it was released in July 1996. Later on that year, in November of 1996, the first all-metal MRG came out. It was the MRG-100. It's a little bit different. And the module that it used was the 1569. This one uses 1556 right there. This one could keep telephone numbers right there. When this watch came out, I think it was only available in Japan. It was worth back then 24,000 yen, which is the equivalent back then $153. Today's money, that'll be like $320. Don't you wish you could buy a MRG today for $320? Wouldn't that be nice? So the keeper here is not original. I don't even think it's Casio original. It's very soft. So I do have an original around here, so I might change it. The bezel is very, very dry. I tried poking at it. You can see it broke already on this side. I wanted to see the case. Look at the little piece right here. But don't worry. When I bought it, I bought an extra bezel. See it? So what I'm going to do is open it up, change the O-ring, and remove the buttons so I can loop them. Do a full service. Clean the straps, do everything. So let me get the tool to open this up. All right, let's remove the strap here. Can't see. There you go. Keep forgetting to put on my double goggles. All right, got it in the machine. All right, there goes the light. All right, that should be good. Lower the locking nut here, so I erase it, remove it. Titanium is kind of slippery, so the ball doesn't grab it. Very light. Very, very light. Turn it like this. This is 12 o'clock. Check it out. Rubber spacer. Max cell battery CR 2016. So I'll be replacing the battery also. Matter of fact, let me get it right now. So, spoke right here, lift. Got the O-ring very, very dry. This watch is in very, very good condition considering it's almost 30 years old. It's a few months away. And this module, it's very similar to the form in here. Very similar to that old DW 5600, I'm sorry, 1545 module. It reminds me of that module when I opened one up. Let me see if I can dig it out. You see it has some kind of mold here. I try to clean that with some isopropyl alcohol. Oh yeah. Metal cage, just like the old DW 5600. It still has some power left. And the rubber boot. So the faceplate sits underneath the glass. Look at that little opening. All right, let me get the tool to remove the buttons. All right, let me see. Let me see if I could get it, because lately these C-clips got it. O-rings look pretty nice. So all I'm gonna do is re-lube them. Let me remove all of them and I'll be back. All right, all the buttons are out. They are in very good condition. The bezel screws are out. And now to remove the bezel, it's very simple. You see it has a little bit of like sand. But regardless, this thing is in excellent condition considering the age. Look, it does have a little bit of something there. I don't know what it is. And it does have some of that old 30-year-old green mold growing inside. I don't know if that comes from this. Look, the old DW 5600, when I opened it up to freshen it up, had the same mold. So I'm gonna clean this up. This I could probably fix it. I got the little piece right here. I could probably use some UV flex glue, clean it up, and just keep it around for as a spare. It does have minor imperfection right there. So, but it's better than having no bezel. You know what I mean? And here is the O-ring. You can still buy it today because, of course, it fits other models. Casio part number 105-56060. So let me clean this and I'll be back. All right, check it out. New bezel is installed. Check out the old one. Cleaned it up and fixed it. Can you tell the difference? Kind of, if you get close enough. Definitely can tell on the inside. But I have a spare. Clean this. Clean the back of the module. Clean the strap. Change the keeper. You see the difference here. It's a chunky one. Even though this still doesn't look like the original has like, looks like this, like chamfered corners. It'd be kind of impossible to get that one, but they cleaned up pretty nice. Now I was looking at this and there's something bothering me. You see that? It's a little bit of fog in there. And is that a chip on that glass? I just saw that. No, it was just dirty. So yeah, I'm gonna have to take out that glass to clean that faceplate. I mean, I'm already here, so let me take it out to clean it. All right, I made my own die here to press out the crystal. Hopefully that faceplate doesn't break. I'll leave you a link to that rubber I buy, and I glue it together using some Gorilla Gel glue. It glues really fast, and I just created a template. So I just got to put this in here, right? And then I can use this one over here. The reason, that way I don't have that hard plastic pressing on that plastic faceplate. It's a little crooked. There. Crystal is out. That means I could replace this with a sapphire. Oh. Look at that. That is weird. Oh, it's got the seal still in place. Gotta find a way to take it out. Luckily it didn't break. So maybe use the old technique where you put a little glue gun around the seal here. Maybe that'll loosen it up and be easier for it to come out. That means there's probably glue behind the faceplate, most likely. So I gotta find a way to remove that seal. So no glue. It was just the packing seal that was getting in the way. So this thing is nice and clean. Packing seal with glass. Here is the measurement. If you need to get a replacement, 28.4 by 2. 28.4 by 2. So if you need a replacement or you want to get a sapphire glass, that's the measurement. So let me put the glass back together, and I'll see you on the other side. All right, this is ready, nice and clean. New bezel. All right, let me install the buttons, and I'll be back. All right, let's make sure this is clean. Nice and beautiful. Now we need a new battery. Brand new Renata 2016. Got the clip. There. We have power. Now let's do an AC. Where is it? Right here. There. All right, let's check before I put it back together. Let's check the light. Okay. So mode adjust forward. Gives you the troubleshooting screen. All right, we're good to go here. Let's get the new O-ring. Get it nice and lubed. Don't forget your humidity level. Make sure it's underneath 40 when you're about to close a watch. Or you could have too much humidity trapped inside, and that could cause a problem. if there's like a sudden temperature change. It might create some fogging on the crystal. Make sure this is nice. This pin, make sure it's sticking out of that plastic or the speaker is not going to work. New O-ring, make sure it's nice and seated. All right. Okay, right here it's not seated correctly. You see that? That's why you got to check. There. Sometimes I do this, get some silicone on the threads. Don't know if that's correct, but since I'm not planning on opening this up again, I want to make sure that back cover doesn't seize. You know what I mean? Although, just might open it up again if I decide to get a sapphire glass. The ball doesn't work. Oh, a little bit. Let me do it with this manual tool here. There. I know that's not tight enough. I just want to get everything out of the way and get the big one. All right, I got it here, all locked up. Make sure that O-ring is not getting kink. Let me give it 1 ooga ooga, 2, 3. Should be good enough. Three ooga oogas. Check it out. You want to see how small this watch is? Look at that. Look at that. Right, let me put the straps back on. Bam! Nope, that's not it. This is the G2300 that I fixed a couple of videos back. I'll leave a link down below, but don't they look alike a little? Look at that. This one also has a data memory. I could also save 30 phone numbers. this this thing is not very big, at least for me. I could just get with the keeper, you know what I mean? 7.5 wrist. I think I put it in a little bit too tight. I'll leave it like that. Nah, that's too tight. That's the thing, to get it out. There. One less. Now look. Look at this. Very comfortable. Very small. Very difficult to find these gold straps for this watch. A calendar range, it goes up to 2039, so still got a few years left. 1995 to 2039. Do you guys have one of these? What do you think? My first MRG G-Shock. Also the first MRG. Thank you for watching. Peace out.